Hey, it's me, the N to the J to the B, and I am getting ready to get this face together so I can go out into the world and not be mistaken for a raccoon. So, okay, y'all know I am in LA, and I've been busy the whole time that I've been here. I've rented a U-Haul truck twice, received my stuff from storage, started going through it. What else have I done? Met with my accountant. I don't know. I give her stuff and it's never everything she needs. You know, for years I've been hoping that something or someone would magically fly in and handle my tax stuff that I don't feel up to handling. It's the worst. It is literally the worst. But, at a certain point, you got to say, look, instead of being a princess, it's time to queen up in this area. And no one is coming to save you. Depending on your religious beliefs, you may believe that Jesus is coming to save you, but Jesus ain't going to do your taxes. So even then, you got to do it. So I'm going to do it. I've been listening to an audiobook. I started off reading it, but hold on. I started off reading this book called We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers. I'm reading it because I am in From Lack to Legacy group of women who are committed to leveling up our finances. I'm also in a program called Abundance Bound now. I'm serious, y'all. I'm serious about maximizing my money, as my niece and my sister like to say. And I'm a little behind the rest of the group in the book, but I just got to the part where she's like, look, are you making $1 million decision or are you making a broke ass decision? And I've made a bunch of broke ass decisions. And even if you have money, you have money coming in, broke ass decisions keep you from maximizing that money. They keep that money from growing, which in turn can keep you from growing because now you got to focus on how to get more money in or how not to lose the money that you have instead of living a more fulfilling life. In our podcast, give me a second. In our podcast yesterday, Melanie and I talked about love versus fear. That's the What's Next podcast. You can find it on this channel. There's a playlist dedicated to it, and it's episode 12. We talked about making decisions or just living from a space of love rather than a space of fear. And how do fear-based decisions or actions show up in our lives? Like, what do they look like? How do we recognize, oh, I'm making a decision right now, and it's not because I'm moving towards something I love. It's I'm moving away from something that I fear. And I have to do some cleanup in order to move in a direction of this is what I love. There's a quote by Rumi. I read it yesterday. I hope I don't butcher it. It's let yourself be pulled by the strange love. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Okay. And we talked about how what you love, like what lights you up when you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm all in. That is a clue to your purpose, certain skill or talent or just a drive that will pull you along through difficult times in achieving that that task or that particular thing that, you know, that you feel compelled to do. I always say, as artists, because that's the world that I'm in, you know, mostly, we burn passion for fuel. But the longer I live, the more I'm coming up to realizing that I think that goes for everybody. We burn passion for fuel. And when that passion is absent, well, we burn it. We burn it. We burn up. We burn ourselves, ain't we? So, I want different for myself. I want better for myself. I want more ease. I'm moving in that direction. I am. I'm seeing a glare. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to. Wait a minute now. When I do. Wait a minute. Okay. So, anyway, I am moving in that direction. Y'all ignore all these shenanigans. But I ain't where I want to be yet. I don't know. You know, like we got to enjoy the journey, because who's to say we ever get exactly where we aimed to be. So I'm staying with a friend. I'm staying with friends. And I stayed here a few days right before I left LA to move to Mexico, okay? In this same room, this bed that I'm sleeping in was actually my own personal bed that I bought. And I loved. Let me tell you, anybody who would listen, I tell them, God, I love this bed. Like I get in the bed and my whole body just goes, oh. And it was no different. The first night I got in here, I was like, I remember. I remember, because my bed in Playa, it's a king size bed, and this bed here is queen. But like it's on a slat, like it's on a wood platform. And I bought a foam topper to make it more comfortable, but it's still not nearly the same. And this also is an adjustable bed. So like if I'm sleeping this way, or you know, today my feet hurt, and it has a zero gravity position, you feel like you're just like suspended in air. It's just, you know, yeah. So me and this bed, we got a love thing going on right now. I don't even know why I told you that. Oh, I know why. Because I'm back in the same room that I was in the same city that I lived in for 25 years. Yet I'm different. It's hard to put my finger on the ways that I feel different. I feel like the world has opened up. I feel like I always thought that the world was my oyster. Like even as a child, my grandparents would travel, and drop my lipstick. I guess maybe this is the one that wants to get chosen. Okay, I can do this. My grandparents would travel. I would always ask them to bring me back a book. And so they would bring me back books and sometimes t-shirts. Oh, a couple times they brought me some jumping beans and a yo-yo. But I would, we didn't have the internet in those days, but like I would listen to their stories and imagine. Hang on for a second. Okay. I would imagine what the place they visited was like. Sometimes I would grab the encyclopedia. We always had encyclopedias. Hold on, I need something from over here. I'm out of sponges, so I'm glad I brought brushes, because I'm using everything. Get my Rihanna. I would want to know as much as possible about what's out there. Like, I know what's here. I see it. It's fine. But what is out there? When I first heard a foreign language, I didn't know what it was. I was a child. I was like, I don't know, 4 years old, watching Sesame Street, Electric Company, and the other one that will come on. Let's see, Sesame Street, Electric Company. Hey, you guys, that's Electric Company. And something else will come on. It'll come on in a row. And one day, after they went off, they started coming back on again. Only I couldn't understand what the heck anybody was saying. I was like, what is going on? And I asked my mother, and she's like, oh, they're talking in Spanish. I'm like, what's that? So she explained to me that people in different places speak different languages. I didn't know what a language was. Like, I only heard one up to this point. And she told me that in English, my first two Spanish words were salida and entrada. That's exit and entrance. And I just remember like, oh my God, I speak another language. Like it's like a secret code. That's what I thought it was. I didn't fully grasp it. But I've always had an interest in like who else is on this, in this world with me, who else is out there, like what, and how do they live, and what do they believe. And now I'm a picky eater, so I wasn't too much into, hey, let me try your food. Yeah, I'm good on that. I want to see what you're eating, but I don't need to have none. That's just been me. And then 10 years ago, maybe even longer, I think it's been longer now. At some point, I had a friend, employer turned, we say friend, we were friendly, who was from a country in Africa. I don't want to identify where. A country in Africa, but his family had a place in Paris, which I stayed at when I visited there. And he also had a place here. And I was like, that would be dope. Like, you just, okay, I'm going home now. Okay, I'm coming back. And now I'm getting ready to work. All right, I'm going to see my people. And I got it into my head that I wanted to move to Paris for a while. Well, that didn't work because I started. Is that when I started? Yeah, I got back together with my ex-boyfriend, which, do you see him? And one of my friends, and he was right. One of my friends was like, how you gonna leave and nurture this re-blossoming relationship? And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I didn't pursue moving any further, and I didn't go nowhere. Well, I traveled, but I didn't move anywhere. But I've always wanted to leave and just see what's setting spray. This is some good stuff, y'all. Urban Decay All-Nighter. I like it a lot. So, yeah, look. You can tell what side I've been sleeping on most of my life because of that line right there. Plus, years ago, I ran into a door jam and it did something to the nerve in its eye, so it's like slightly, I don't know if you noticed it, but since I mentioned it, you'll notice it from now on. I'm a little self-conscious about it, but it is what it is, and unless there's a real problem, I don't want nobody operating and doing things to my face. So, yeah. But COVID changed things. We fast forward into COVID, changed things. Being diagnosed with breast cancer changed things further. And I'm outie. Decided to go. Tomorrow is not promised. The rest of today ain't promised. I'm out. So I left. I think it does take a certain mindset, a certain fortitude to do that, because it's against everything that everything that you know. I mean, it is the pull. It's like, okay, I want to do this, but when you look around, it's like everything is set up for you to stay in place. Your friends, perhaps your friends, your family, if you got a job, your everything like, yeah. So I've moved to Mexico, and now I'm back in the same room. And I'm different because I know what it's like to live somewhere else. It's not scary, like it's been demystified. It's being you in a different location, but if you're open to receive what that location has to teach you, you're gonna change, you know. So I'm looking at things differently. I'm having some different conversations now. I don't know that.
I didn't understand that.
Because I wasn't talking to you. See, my phone just, ain't nobody talking to her. And my phone assistant is a man, so I don't even know who that was. You know the saying, you can never go home again? It's because home has changed. It's like you can't step in the same river twice. Because the river you stepped in 1 second ago, 1 millisecond ago, is rushed on. Now it's changed. Things feel different because I'm different. Let me get the rest of this tax stuff together, because ain't nobody coming to rescue me. And I will see you. Oh yeah, I might see you in the truck. I'm not sure. The U-Haul truck with my delivered stuff in it. Those are my wheels for now. So I'm going to be driving that over to my voiceover job later on. And I may see y'all later on while I'm in there. Okay, talk to you later. Ciao. Hey, we in the van. It's a big U-Haul van. Look like I'm driving prisoners. And that back there is my stuff. I'm trying to figure out if there's a place where I can sit you all while I head to the voiceover studio. Pulled up Waze. Okay, so I know where I'm going. I'm going to Van Nuys. Oh, stop. Stop. That I screwed up. I'll be back. Wait a minute. I mean, I guess I can put you over here. That is not the best angle. That is not a flattering angle for anybody, really. I don't like this angle either. Okay, I'm gonna just talk to y'all later. All right, bye. You're really bad.
Just in a beamer, that's a big biz. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend. Put in work, baby, you could be my best man.
I just got out of my voiceover session. Look at these fat birds out here. What kind of birds are these? They ready to eat, ain't they? This one has been here for a while, sitting here looking up at the tree. I don't know what's in the tree. And then 2 more came and joined him. Here, let's look at this tree. See what's going on over here. I mean, it's a pretty sparse tree. You know? It doesn't look like anything is going on, but all right. I'm really tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I can't fully understand why. I have been going every day since I got here, but oh boy. I gotta get this tax stuff together. And I'm gonna turn in early. Just tired. And next week, I'll be able to see friends. All right. Talk to you later.
What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like.